Okay, good afternoon. So, welcome to our class 9th session for the AM for ITPE 3. And our topic for this afternoon is about XML performance. So, our objectives are as follows. Number one, discuss Windows operating system XML performance. Number two, value the importance of operating system XML performance in desktop applications development. And number three, understand Windows operating system XML performance and its applications in applications development. So we have the term progressive rendering. Okay, when we speak about before we take on progressive rendering, let's talk about XML performance. No, so XML performance of applications, such as how quickly your application appears at the startup or navigates to show the next content, is very important. So the performance of an application can be impacted by many things, including the ability of XML rendering engine to parse all the XML codes you have in your application. So XML is a powerful tool for creating user application, and but it can be more robust by using new techniques which are now available in Windows 10 applications. So for example, no, in your applications there are certain things which you want to show when the page is loaded, then do not need it later. So therefore, it is possible that at the startup we don't need all the UI elements to be loaded. Now there are two kinds of UWP um, example for XML performance. These are the deferred loading and the progressive rendering. So the first one is progressive rendering. In progressive rendering, this refers to um, the provision of the two types that are rendered into such a way that progressiveness on the certain things on the rendering capability of your UI eventually will be taking place. So there are two types of progressive rendering. The first one is X-bind and the second one is X-phase. Okay, ang example nga tong karang Monday, that was on the X-phase capability for progressive rendering. So as you can see there, it provides the ability to prioritize the rendering of this XAML controls within the data template. And then each UI element have only one phase specified. So what happens is that it will be applied to all the build bindings on the element. If the phase is not specified, then the phase is 0. And the UWP applications has a few feature provided performance improvements. And the code that you can see there sa module ninyo are the ones that is being done on your paghimo ninyo ka application ninyo. So the other one was Xbind. This one is different because it uses new syntax introduced also in XML, pero the difference with Xphase is that it works almost the same way, but the binding does not has a difference. No, it provides compile time syntax validation and better performance. Pero last time, guys, we did the Xphase, no. So this Friday, ang obrahon naman natin will be your after the X phase is the deferred loading. Okay? So the sample karon. So for the deferred loading naman, guys, this refers to the technique which can be used to minimize the startup loading time by reducing the number of XML UI elements at the startup of the application. So for example, if your application contains 30 UI elements, then the user does not need all the 30 elements. Rather, ginapili niya lang ang importante. So, ang category kada day will be XDefer load strategy or the lazy technique. Meaning to say, there are delays nga ginabutang within the program so that the element of variables that you can see there will decrease the startup time, but it slightly increase the memory usage. So once the deferred element is created, several things will happen. Number one, the loaded event on the element will be raised. Meaning to say, ang ang loading capacity niya. Then number 2, any bindings on the element will be evaluated. These bindings are just the things that you injected through the application for the XAML procedures. So if the number 3, so if the application is registered to receive property changes notifications, then it will become a deferred element or the ang ginatawag din yung deferred loading. Okay, so for your activity number 7, guys, you're going to select on X phase or deferred loading. The demo natin tulad will be the deferred loading. So for our code of the day, which will be fielded after kadang session ta, then you have until 10 p.m. later on to answer it. So the question is, what is the performance of applications, such as how quickly your application appears at the startup or navigates to show the next content. So this refers to the actual topic for this afternoon. Okay? Then ad astra persapientia, it means to the stars through knowledge. Okay, so now we are going to have the demo of ano natin. Okay. So let me just prepare um no. Um I think the palette. All right. Hindi siya. So I think it's modules first sem IT3. Okay. The ref, then so this will be our basis for our tutorial for XML phase. We are now on XAML performance. Okay, so the code that we are going to get will be deferred loading. So this one. Oh, this will be the main page and the other one will be sa CS. So ang itsura na is this one now. Then the output will be like this one. So our file name will be UWP deferred loading. Okay, UWP deferred loading. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to Visual Studio. Ito na dayon ang demo natin sa deferred loading last time kay nag-update ang Visual Studio ko, no? So create new project and then you're going to select the blank application for the UWP next. Then our project name will be UWP deferred. Deferred loading. Make sure ang spelling niya sakto ha. So deferred, DEFERRED. Then loading, then create. Then okay. So again, let me check our screen or ang ano galit natin, ang sa code. Okay, it's correct. So sige. Okay, so what you're going to do, guys, is you're going to double click the main page. Astad karon ng properties na way pa natong inapang isla, no? Okay. So since we are going to configure the main page such as this, and the Surface Pro is our pad, you're going to select all of it, delete, and right-click, paste the code. Naging copy natin sa gina. So expectedly, amo niya tsura niya, guys. Okay, so may show elements, yung text block, text block, text block. So this one sa code, makita ninyo ang text block using this one, using this code. It specifies the height, the width, the text, ang kung anong sulod sa text block. So you can actually change this later on if you want. If you don't want to put there text block 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So the other one will be your source. Go to view code, and then we're going to copy paste the code for this. Okay, so gamay lang siya. Amo lang dyan kaduro. Insa nga gamay because ang iba delete siya kaya hindi na siya kinanglan. So duwa lang ang declaration naton dio. Ang diya naman will be kinanglan pa sa kaon naton des babaw de. So that nga hindi siya mag-interfere sa code naton. So mo lang dyan kaduro ang code. Then go back to the main page and let's try if theirs will be successful. Okay. So actually deferred loading is just similar to the ang sa first naton nga activity gid no. Pero however, if you're going to click the command button, okay, all the text block will be displayed here. So you can do the same, guys, no? You can put their pictures or etc. So depending upon the use that you wanted to put on an application. So if you want to create an application which says that you need to display text boxes or the text block within the range, then this program is for you. Okay, so I think that is all for the deferred loading. So just see the replay if you want to pursue conducting this. And then the first one is on the XML phase. That video will be last time, so Monday. Okay? So to check our work,
Record lang gali to.
okay guys, I'm sorry about what happened. There seems to be confusion. So I'm sorry na click ko ang browser, ang close sa browser. I'm sorry. But anyway, manogapos naman kita. So I think that is all about for this session. And I hope you learned something. Supposedly, I'm going to show to you the UWP platform that we did ang bago lang. Pero napindot ko yung close button. Sorry. Okay, so this one. Okay. As you can see, wala ko siya abre ang Visual Studio, no? All I did was to go to the start menu. Since nga bago lang tong deferred loading application na ginubrata, so automatically ali na siya sa start menu, no? If you're going to click it, then amo diagwa na. Okay. So without running the Visual Studio, ari na siya ang application na ginobra natin. Okay. So I think that is all for this afternoon, no? Do you have any questions, guys? Okay, so I think this is one of the quickest activity that we did. Since you have no questions, I think it's all good, no? May tamdan man kamo yung code kag ang ano dayan man. And okay man ya application na ginobra naton tulad kag karang Monday. So mayad gawa. The first two activities nga palpak nga ginobra naton na remedyohan man. And then all of a sudden sige man ya applications nga ginapang obra naton. Actually the applications until now that I'm requiring you of is actually ano siya, uncalled for because hindi gidayat amo gadaya ginaobra ninyo nga dang ano. So I think maano makita guro kay isa kadang activity sa nga makobra kita maskin inventory system lang isa ka bilog no. Pero that will be our main project. Pero masige man gyapon niya dang ano naton. I think imo naton da siguro sa final exam lang. Okay? So para nga hindi kita mag ano, samtang nga ibutang naton sa duha ka part ya ano naton ang lecture kag ang dayon ang sa final exam ninyo. Para nga at the end of the ano end of um, the semester may ipasa do ka mo nga daw full blown activity nga which is ang application gid nga inventory. Okay? Sige. Ambalan tala kamo guys kung saan oda ay para makampisa no kamo mamatamat nyo doon. And then I'll give you the code no. Medyo ang code medyo malawig siya. That one kinanglan from scratch gid kamo mapili. Ano gali ma-start. Okay. Then I'll give you also the tutorial for the video so that you can study and that will be your final exam already. I'll give you na lang siguro in the middle of ano kung rapid lang yun ang ano nato. So I think ada gani kun ano kun mapisan ka, I think mga duwa la kadlaw kaya mo na siya obraon. Basta sige lang bilog adlaw obra mo. Kaya na-try ko doon na siya nga obrahon. Ang code mo lang yung malawig. So, i-copy ka code, tawan ta ka mo pero hindi na siya naka electronic. I-code nyo gid tinyo nga kamo gid ma-code. Ha? Guys ha, that will be your final exam. Para nga sa final why do kamo table on exam mo da. Pero ano ninyo ipasa this time, di bilas ang midterm ano kamo, nag screenshot. So na-notice ko nga walo la kabilog gapasa on time and then gina-copy paste naman lang yung obra nanda kag ipasa ka na kon. So this time kamo gid maobra isa-isa kag batunon ko ang code gid ang full blown nga system na gid siya. So hindi na lang puro screenshot. So tutuod na gid nga system. Tawan taman kamo guys ka code you can photocopy the code later sa ano at I'll give you a copy na. Okay, sige. So mo lang da guys ha. Just watch out for the ano. Pero sa mga first two activities naton for the finals, buhay pa man yung finals. Siguro mga December ta kamo guro tawan ka obra para sa final ninyo. Okay. Para goods na kita. Wala naman kamo, hindi naman kamo magbuol ka exam naman ka ano multiple choice or whatever. Amon lang to ipasa niyo kanakon. Okay, sige guys. And thank you for attending our class. The code of the day will be activated immediately. By hulatan nyo lang. So you can go to your Google Classroom and ano. So I appreciate your presence. Although there are only 5 of you, 6 including me. And I don't mind. It's up to you if you want to attend your class or not. Basta I'm still going to conduct classes. And I really appreciate your presence. So thank you and good afternoon. Shout out sa tanan. Shout out kay Vincent. Kag kay Randall. Kag kay Aisa. Kag kay Clea. Kay
Thank you,
Alena.
sir.
Okay, so salamat guys. And I'll stop the recording. If you have something to say, may ambal ka mo sa mga classmate nyo. Sorry ga, higop ko ka sa. Okay, sige. Bye-bye guys. Tapusan ko doon yung recording and then that's all about it for this afternoon. No? So thank you. Bye-bye.